There are other low pass filters or band pass filters that are used in the communication equipments, the mobile phones, the telephones, because we know a telephone is used to transmit speech. So it is of no use to transmit signals that are greater than this frequency. So they use a low pass filter in the telephones that has a cutoff frequency of around 3 or 3.5 kilohertz. So even if your speech has some component that is greater than 3.5 kilohertz, that may change. That is why some of the people can be can voice very different when they are heard through a telephone, in contrast to, in comparison to, when they are heard in real life. And some people, their voices do not change over the telephone or do not feel much changed. Why? Because of the frequency components present in their voice. I would still like to continue with this lecture, but I would move to another page and show you a design example. Um, However, you should keep this in mind. So instead of just replacing this page with that page, let me introduce that page right here, so that when needed we can have a look at the whatever we have done here. Let us say it is lecture 16.1 continued and 2, just to distinguish it with the previous one. So this, so with a design example, I wish to tell you how easy things are. Their details and description may be involved, and you may need to develop an understanding, but by understanding all the concepts involved. But when it comes to actual use of those concepts, it's super easy. So I would advise you to spend time in order to intuitively understand each and every concept that is being taught, so that when it comes to actual use, you are not boggled at all, and it is very simple. So a design example is when we want to make something, make a circuit for our requirements. So what are the requirements? Let us say someone tells us, okay, design a graphic equalizer, not a big one, but only a single slider for a graphic equalizer. Design a graphic equalizer, um, slider control, or in other words, a band pass filter for a pass band frequencies pass band frequencies of 1 kilohertz to 10 kilohertz for an audio application. So we know we are dealing with audio, and the audio frequency band is from 0 to 20 kilohertz. In this band, from 1 to 10 kilohertz, we want the frequencies to pass, but lower than 1 kilohertz to not pass as freely, and above 10 kilohertz too, they should not pass easily, or they should attenuate more. So we are expecting, if we draw an ideal um, plot, then we are looking at something that has a cutoff frequency at 1 kilohertz, So it's not omega here that we are dealing with, it is f in hertz. So it is 1 kilohertz, and then 10 kilohertz, and nobody has told us what would be the passband gain. So let us assume it is 1 here, and this is h of j omega magnitude maybe divided by 2 pi. That is how we are going to get, okay, not divided by 2 pi because that is going to divide the magnitude, but we just wish to have this omega converted to hf. So I hope you understand this, and I just replace this by f. So this is what is important here if we look at the idealized band pass filter. But in real life, we know things do not act this way. Instead, we may get something like this, where these two frequencies are the cutoff frequencies, and this frequency would be whatever it is, f naught. So we know that omega naught is equal to the geometric mean of omega 1 and omega 2, and because of the same reason, the frequency in kilohertz, the center frequency would be equal to f1 into f2 square root, and that we are going to get as 1000 into 10,000 square root is equal to, we are going to work this out and see, it is 3162.28 hertz. This much accuracy may not be needed, 3162 is enough. And then we the very first thing when we design a circuit is, if we have complete freedom, we can choose any circuit, but if the particular circuit is mentioned and given, then we obviously are going to look at that circuit. But here, because we have just looked at one or two circuits only, the first thing to choose is to choose a circuit. That's important. So let us choose a series RLC circuit for our band pass filter. So if somebody has asked in this question that the pass band gain should be 10, then we cannot use this circuit because we need amplification. We will come to that later on. So in this circuit, what do we really mean by design is to find the value of R, L, and C such that that circuit behaves in this fashion, that the cutoff frequencies are 1 and 10 kilohertz, and that's it. That's what's required, and the overall response should look like a band pass filter. So we know when we take the output across R, it's a band pass filter. So if in order, what are the design equations that we have? We have, if you remember, let us go back and look at this page, because we have chosen this circuit. These are the expressions or the parameters in terms of the component values that we are dealing with. We can use directly these, or we can try to use these if they are relevant. So for now, we are going to use these. So for example, we know that L, C, and R are to be found. Here, if you look at, we know F naught, or in other word, we know omega naught. So omega naught is equal to 1 over square root of LC. Then we know beta. Beta is equal to R by L. Beta needs to be calculated. So beta here is equal to 2 pi into F2 minus F1. That is 2 pi into 10,000 minus 1,000, which is 9,000, and we can find whatever this beta is. Actually, I have not computed this way, but you can very easily see that what value it is, 18,000 pi. And the units for beta is also radian per second. if it is given in terms of omegas. If it is given in terms of the frequency in hertz, then we write this beta is equal to this, and then the value would be in hertz. And these are the expressions. So beta is equal to R over L, one of the expressions that we will deal with, and omega naught is equal to 1 over square root of LC. That's it. While we may see that this is another relationship, but because Q depends on omega naught and beta, therefore this writing this is not going to give us a new equation. Only we have only these two equations, or any two equations from these three, because the third is the dependent equation on the other two. So while we need to find the value of R, L, and C, but we only have two equations. So what we do when we encounter such a case, what we do is we assume one of the values. While theoretically any value can be assumed, but in practice it is usually the capacitance that is assumed. So let us assume we are going to use the capacitance of 1 microfarad. Now we can very easily see that omega naught is found given and C is here. Then very easily we can see the L from the same equation can be found to be equal to this thing. This is equal to 1 over 2 pi into 3162 square whole square into 10 raised to power minus 6, which is 1 microfarad. That is going to give us 2.53 millihenry. And similarly, R can be found from here. R can be equal to this L found and this beta. Anything is possible. So R would be equal to L 2.53 into 10 raised to power minus 3 over into beta, which is 18,000 pi. We can see that this is equal to 143.24 ohm, or we can use the other expression for Q. We can use this expression for Q to see that R would be equal to L over C Q square, and that would be 0.00253 over 10 raised to power minus 6 into 0. We can compute this, by the way. We can compute this earlier on to see that Q here is equal to omega naught over beta. Both are given, and we can see this is equal to 0.3514. So once we have found this, we can compute and see this is equal to the same value of R. So this means that's it. The design has been achieved. So having said this, by design we mean that we have come up with a circuit with component values known. 1 microfarad here, 143.24 ohm, and a 2.53 millihenry inductance, and this is our band pass filter that is required. So that is how a design basically works, and I think it is not a very difficult task to design a circuit once you know how to work out the equations. So try to do the same problem. Instead of choosing this circuit, try to choose this one. So we know the L and C in parallel. Here, choose this circuit, and in your do it at home, do it yourself thing. Whatever the equations you come across, by the way, which I have written here, try to design the circuit. These values will not be obviously received there. These are specific to this circuit, but try to come up with your own values here. So do this problem yourself and find what is R, L, and C. C you can take again as 1 microfarad. So let us see what you come up with.